So, as we start our yoga practice, right? It's not a class, as we all know. It's a session where we get to practice all kinds of things. And so we take it all for granted. I was just talking to one of my colleagues today, and she had just lost a family member close to her out of nothingness. Just walk into his hotel room, and then all of a sudden he had an attack of something, and then 40-some-year-old man, and he was gone. And so many things that we take for granted, so many things that we just think are there all the time. We never think about tomorrow. Reminds me of a story of that my spiritual teacher used to tell, which is about this very powerful king in India, this Raj, and so there's a guru, there's a sannyas in the, or not sannyas, but a guru who was in the village, and his daughter was going to get married, and so he needed some coins to get her married, and so he couldn't afford that, and so they told him that the king of the area is very generous and very kind-hearted. So he goes to the king and says, I just need an audience with you. I just need to get some coins. And the guru says, no, the king says, no, I don't have time right now. I'm too busy. I'm about to get on my horses and to travel around and to go to the forest and hunt or whatever they do in that area. And so then the guru comes back and says, please humbly, I just need to have that money. I have really a deadline to turn in this money, and I just really need to have this. No, look, just, okay, I'll give you this money, but just come tomorrow. And so his brother, the king's brother, was around, and so he listens to that. And he says, so he thinks to himself, oh, so he organizes everybody in the kingdom, organizes a huge party and fireworks and displays and parades and food for everybody. And so the king returns from his hunt that night, and he says, why are you preparing all these things? Why are you having all this huge party over here? And he says, because of you. And he says, why? I was maybe I was being mean to this guru that had come and asking for money, this beggar that was coming for money, but why would you celebrate that? I have not done anything different. Well, he says, you've discovered, you've conquered life, and you discovered that, this next step in life. And says, what do you mean? Well, you know that tomorrow you'll be here to give this guru some money. So let's celebrate. There's a miracle in the world. The moral of the story, obviously, right? So we don't know. And so how do we maximize every minute? So what does yoga have to do with any of that, right? What is the point of having a yoga practice? And the yoga practice is not just the physical movement, it's not just the breathing, it's not just the relaxation, it's not just all those external things that might happen when we do elasticity and strength and all those things that happen to our physical body, but it's the internal conversation that we have. What happens when we sit for 60, 90 minutes of our time on our yoga mat? And what is the conversation that we have with ourselves? What are we really processing? So what are we thinking about? What are the thoughts that come to mind? What are the thoughts that come to our heart? What are the thoughts that happen internally when we become quiet? Or when there's a challenge, or maybe there's something that is very foreign to us. And so what is the reaction of the body? What is the reaction of the mind in all this? How can we pay attention, become internal? And that is exactly the connection of yoga, right? Is allowing ourselves to, that we're Meditation is not this mysterious thing that we do in the tip of a mountain in front of the ocean while the sun is coming down, right? It's not that, or in the tip of the Himalayas in the cavern where snow is on the front of us and all the tigers and lions are just hanging around us and we're sitting in a pelt and we have conquered our senses. That's not what meditation is about. Meditation is what happens every single moment. Every single day we are doing meditation. We just don't call it like that. We are thinking about something. We're investing our heart, our emotions, our energy into that one thing, whatever it is. It occupies us with our financial issues, with our family issues, with our work issues, with our education issues, with our children, whatever it is that we're thinking about, we're just thinking intensely and internally putting all our energy into that one thing. Can we learn and practice or remember, right? We have forgotten to let go and to let go of all these self or environmentally imposed ideas. And can we allow ourselves to maybe open the body? And when we allow the body to open, to let go of all the other things, so as we exhale. And the act of exhalation, of breathing out through the nose, is a way of surrendering, of letting go of pressure and tension and spine and back and all the feelings in our body. And maybe the inhalation happens when we open and we feel the body opening from the chest, from the shoulders, from the arms, from the hands, from the fingers, from the entire neck and crown of the head. And the exhalation maybe is about surrendering, and we allow the body to collapse a little bit, and you can feel the neck and the spine and the shoulders and the torso slowly rolling. And maybe the inhalation brings the body to lengthen, to extend, to move the chest, to really open the body. And what are we surrendering? Is it just exhalation? Is just breathing out? Are we exhaling and surrendering something deeper than that? Can you allow your body, your state of mind, your level of energy, and then inhale and expand? Just be open to allow ourselves to truly come from inside, to really break through all these other layers, self-imposed, externally imposed, and let your body one more time that you breath. Their breath comes and moves and softens slowly your body towards the ground, and the inhalation slowly opens the body to extend, to reach, to lengthen through the crown. And maybe the body is ready to exhale slowly into this position, gently as we sit into the ground, and the knees maybe roll gently off the ground, and the body embraces slowly the legs, the knees, the shins, and allow your hands to come towards your wrist forms, elbows, and triceps. And we exhale. And can we pause for a second to really feel your body? Are we acting? So the intentional purpose of a meditation is that we're not reacting to the environment. Then we can remain present. And then act with grace, right? It's our intention to be graceful, not because we have any, it's because grace runs through us. And we are open to that energy, just be instrument of that. Are we judging? Are we creating these thoughts in our head and we reacting to the environment around us? Or are we able to just be exhaling and softening the body and letting our heart and chest not be tense? One more time, can we allow the inner thighs and knees to come closer towards each other? And maybe the exhalation releases the hands and the arms and the shoulders, and the knees open wide, and the body exhales, and the feet slowly face each other. Maybe the soles of your feet face each other. It doesn't matter how close the heels are towards the groin area, maybe far apart from the hips or very close to the groin area, completely relevant. Place your hands gently as you exhale underneath your shin muscle, so the muscles or the leg bone between your ankle and your knee, and we hold that. And maybe this is as far as your body's going to go, and the elbows bend and the shoulders open wide and the chest travels forward and your abdomen tucks in and the jaw draws in and the spine lengthens, and we can feel the connection of the body. And maybe that's enough, and that's as far as we're going to go. For some of us, the feet slowly press against each other and they become a little bit higher. And maybe you can feel the feet coming gently off the ground. And maybe your eyes need to open to slowly support the position. Maybe your feet come a little bit higher, maybe abdomen or chest. It's completely irrelevant if you actually lift your feet or not. It's not a competition. It's not about forcing your body. It's not about doing anything that your body is not comfortable in doing. It's about just observing. And let your spine and your chest drive forward and your jaw to be drawn in and the spine to be lengthened. One more time, feel your inner thighs, feel your hips, feel your legs. One last long exhale. Can you feel your body finding your balance? And as the body exhales, your legs and your feet slowly settle towards the ground and you find your body releasing. And maybe your right knee slowly comes gently off the ground and your right foot settles onto the floor and your right toes slowly settle, grounding it, and your body sits gently, deeply into this position. As your body exhales, your left arm opens gently towards the left side of your body and then rolls over gently around the shoulder so you can feel the rotation of the shoulder around the rotator cuff. And one more time, the entire left, paying attention to the entire left side of your torso, your shoulder, your body exhales towards the ground. And every movement is driven by your breath. As you're inhaling, your body opens, extends from the obliques, from the waist area, and then down. Your thumb slowly on the left hand may choose to look towards the ground so you feel the rotation of the entire scapular area. And maybe as you raise up, the thumb lengthens up or lengthens up towards the sky. And one more time, feel your rib cage, your intercostals, your head, your shoulder. One more time, inhaling, thumb and arm and shoulders raised towards the sky. And let the exhalation slowly draw the thumb gently towards the ground. In your last long exhalation, can you feel your body moving the left arm wide as if you're just opening and gaining movement? Do not let the shoulder or the back limit you. Just let your body exhale and freely move it as much as your body allows it and slowly soften. Rotate exactly in the opposite direction of your legs. That means your right foot then faces the inner arc of your left, while your left knee and left toes are perfectly aligned, and your left hand holds onto your left thigh or shin, while your right hand slowly comes towards the ground, towards your knee, towards your shin, towards the floor, and then raises up towards the sky as your thumb slowly raises towards the ceiling, and then your thumb slowly points towards the ground so you can feel the entire rotation around the scapula, your jaw and your shoulder blade and all the muscles around it, and you open. One more time. What does it feel to open the chest, to feel your arm coming around your waist, your rib cage? And then the exhalation slowly moves your thumb towards the ground as your jaw slowly softens. And what is the intention of your presence into your body today? What is your yoga? What is your connection? Can you feel your body just moving through? And again, we don't have to have an answer. We can remain curious. We can remain open with the heart, with an intention rather than an expectation. Can I find my last long, deep breath? The body moves the right arm wide and around. So the joint is not solid. You can allow it to move gently, to feel it moving slowly towards the ground beautifully. When your right knee lifts up towards the sky, the left arm drops as you exhale, bringing this time the right leg over the left thigh and knee and the left heel under the right glute. And we can feel how the glute is actually almost sitting. And again, doesn't matter how far your knees can actually bend, do not force your body, and let your left hand or your left arm hold on to your shin, hold on to your knee, your right arm helps, maybe your left arm wraps around. No, you don't have to look like anybody else. There's not a bad position for your body except the one that makes you hurt. So if there's pain, absolutely do not engage into that movement. Take back. Less, as we say, is more in you. Allow your body to wrap your left arm around your right leg and your right hand. If it's not on the left and the right leg, then moves towards the foot, towards the ground, towards the back of the glute, towards the back of the hips, and your body rotates. And you can feel as if your belly button area travels into your inner thigh and past your inner thigh towards the outside of your right hip and leg. And your leg is staying steady to the sole of your right foot to the ground. Your right knee is perpendicular towards the ceiling, and your head slowly softens your jaw, extends the crown, and looks over the right shoulder as much as your body is capable to doing. So is this the most beneficial position for your body? Are you twisting? Are you holding through the grounding muscles? Are your hips Are you opening the outside of your hip, right? We tend to sit and open the knees wide, open the legs wide. We allow the legs to be crossed, but never connecting through the outside of those muscles of the IT band. Can you find your belly? Can you find your chest? Can you feel that your clavicle opens and rotates your torso out to the right side when your last long extension? Can you press through that right foot into the ground? And then exhale, release, and release softly as in reverse order as we reached into this pose. So your right hand comes around and your right foot comes slowly undone, exhaling it and raising your left knee, crossing it over as you exhale over the right thigh, letting your left hip then come in on top of your right foot or heel, while your right hand and shin may hold your knee and thigh, and that's as far as the body's going to go. Maybe your right arm comes all the way around through your crease of the elbow, or any, again, degree of extension, and your left shoulder opens your clavicles and your head slowly looks over to the left side of your body and twists by maintaining first the crown of the head extended towards the ceiling, the top of your head, and the jaw is drawn in, the back of your neck, and your shoulders are gently separating away from the chest. So what am I thinking about? What am I meditating about, right? That's why this is called moving meditation, because your body is actually moving and you are really focusing your mind into what is healthy, what is appropriate, what are the feelings that come as the body moves. Can you exhale? Can you let your body breathe into those muscles, into those parts of your body? Can you let your last 3 breaths, observing that your body sits, that you're grounding through the right leg, that your belly button area comes in through the inner thigh, maybe towards the outside of that thigh area through your left leg. When your body's ready to inhale deeper into this position, through your nose, exhale and soften your jaw, and let your body exhale and soften kindly. Bring this time, your left knee is going to slowly soften, and maybe your right heel comes from under the glute and your feet are just wide. Maybe your heels come towards the outside of your hips, not mandatory at all. So the outside of your pinky side of your feet are on the ground without forcing your knees, without forcing your hips. The body sits for a second, hold on to your shins, hold on to your knees, hold on to your thighs, hold on to your waist, hold on to the ground, whichever is most possible, and let your body exhale kindly, and let your arms raise towards the sky and feel your body reaching. As if your extension comes through the fingers, then palms, hands exhale towards each other, raising the index finger. The pointing finger comes tallest while the other fingers cross around the knuckles, and the heel hand slowly touches each other, and your jaw draws in and your back becomes a little bit longer and your abdomen becomes a little bit tighter, and the lower back is not pushed, is not overarched. You're extending, reaching towards the sky. Find that your body sits, pressing your hips deeper towards the floor. And the inhalation raises the spine. So the heel of the hands touch. The elbows do not need to force towards each other. One more time, breathe into this position, extending your underarms. Feel that your entire lat muscles really hold the ribs, really extend your upper torso. And when your body's ready, at your own pace, exhale and soften the elbows, and let the elbows very, very gently soften. Let your knees exactly where they are. If your left knee is on top, the right arm, the opposite arm comes on top and inside the bicep and forearm. So the right elbow comes inside the left, so the back of the hands are facing each other. Maybe your right hand comes slowly around, so your right hand comes around the left hand and the palms of hands face each other, and the elbows are not dropped. You're not forcing the shoulders, you're not paining any part of your body. You're raising your elbows, and you find your jaw drawn in, the crown extended, and you can feel that your body aligns, and you feel your right shoulder, right, and your left shoulder, and feel your tummy, and feel your waist, hips gently coming towards the floor. 2 more times. Breathe in. Less is more. Do not force, do not grind in your teeth, do not frown to the position. Your last 1 breath. Allow your body to exhale and release your hands and your shoulders and your elbows, and let your body exhale very kindly with this position. And this is the tricky part. You're going to slowly place your hands into the floor. You're going to look towards the right side of your body, towards where your left foot is, and let your fingers touch gently on that side. So that is your top leg. You're following your top leg. You're going to lean your head and torso towards that side. Without doing anything else, you're going to raise your hips. You're going to rotate looking away uh, from the front of your yoga mat, and you're going to keep rotating. Walk your hands towards the right foot. Rotate over the balls of your toes. Rotate slowly until your torso looks to the front of your body, that you have to flex your knees, and you're going to sit one more time, this time with the opposite leg on top, without having to do anything. That was confusing enough, wasn't it? So find that your right leg now is looking towards the left side of your body, and your abdomen supports, and your hands hold onto your feet, to your knees, towards the ground, towards the sides of your hips, and your body exhales. And so what does it feel like to now open the opposite side of your body and feel that your jaw and your neck is again elongated, that your arms come slowly wide towards the sides of your body. You can raise them towards the sky until your hands exhale towards each other. And maybe the index raises towards the sky and the heel hands touch, and you lengthen your body again through the entire core of your body, through the abdomen, through your lower back, through your waist. The hips push towards the ground while your index raises the rest of your body towards the sky, and your jaw draws in. You're not looking up, which is what we tend to do because we are always tensing that neck area, right? That cervical spine is so tense. We carry a lot of responsibility in the back of the head. Can I find my belly? Can I find my waist? Can I liberate my body? Can I grow taller? Exhaling through your abdomen. One more time. Inhale. Find your breath to extend, reach. And you add as little. You can bend as much as your joints. You can soften your body as much as you need to. Or you can find your last long extension to find the deepest breath inside your body and activation of all the muscles on your body. Exhales, bending the elbows in front of your body. And now you know that your right leg is on top. So your opposite arm, your left arm, gently crosses inside the arm until the palms of the hands slowly face each other, or the back of the hands are facing each other, whichever is most appropriate for your body. And the elbows are not dropped. The elbows are softly lifted about shoulder height as much as your body allows it, of course. Your jaw is drawn in, the palms of the hands slowly folded. And you find a slow expansion of your neck, of your back, of your shoulder blades, and exhale through your tummy. Feel your diaphragm, right? Where your lungs are sitting, to squeeze the base of your torso, and then expand from your diaphragm. Feel that your diaphragm creates a space for your lungs to sink in, to open, to widen, and then exhale. Last long deep breath. Can you feel? How does it feel on this side versus the opposite? Can you feel your body expanding and broadening? And when your body is ready, exhale and slowly soften. Feel that your hands and wrists and elbows and spine gently softens to the sides of your body. This time we're going to raise the right leg and right knee very gently as you lean back, and let your right leg slowly come around. And we're going to slowly come gently onto your knees. And feel that your body settles gently onto hands and knees. And you can feel your toes flexing, and feel your body slowly walking your knees or your hands towards your knees, and then exhale slowly into this position. And your toes are flexed under your feet, and your heels are not widened. The heels are not dropped into the body. They're perfectly perpendicular as much as your body needs to. The hands come towards your thighs, towards your glutes, towards the heels, towards the ankles, towards your shins, towards the arches of your feet, and your head slowly comes, pointing the crown of it towards the floor. So you're allowing the top of your head to look towards the ground, and let your body settle for a second. So find that your shoulders, that you're stretching all the entire fascia of your feet, and your head looks slowly towards the ground, and your back rounds, and you breathe in and you exhale all the way through without putting any pressure. It's not on your neck. It's not pushing your head to the floor. It's your legs and glutes. You're going to, without letting the hands from where they are, your hands do not move. Softly, you're going to raise the glutes and your back, arch it up towards the sky, and the crown of it staying facing the ground. So you're now rounding the spine very up,
through the center, and your shoulders are moving away from your neck without having to pull or push anything deeper. Find that your glutes raise the spine, curl your belly. Your belly sinks in towards your lower back. Every time that you exhale, you press your belly in towards the lower back area, so your shoulders round and the crown of the head slowly moves towards the floor, and your jaw draws into your throat area. One more time, breathe in. This is called the hare, as in the rabbit position. One last time, deep breath. And then slowly soften towards the ground. Find your knees, find your back, find your head, your shoulders, the elbows. One more time, breathe. Exhale all the way through, and one more time into hare pose. Slowly raise, jaw draws in, raise the hips, raise the back. Inhale, inhale. Exhale through your tummy. Feel the belly moves into your lower back. Last two breaths. Exhale your belly. Your belly moves deeply. One final inhalation. Deep breath. And then exhale and slowly soften towards the ground. Beautiful. Let your hands undo very, very gently. Place them on the ground and come on hands and knees. Let your body exhale into this position. Will your body square and center, and you feel that your hands are directly under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your hips. You're going to allow the right hand to be steady to the floor, and your left hand is going to come wide and up towards the sky. Just simply open and let your left arm come as wide and tall towards the sky as your body needs to. And your abdomen tugs in, open through your chest. Your head looks towards the ground, if that's comfortable, towards your chest, if that's even in a neutral position, or all the way towards your left thumb, if that's even possible for your body, without separating your chin from the throat. And see if your body opens and you extend and reach. Open one more time, deep breath into this position. Exhale through tummy, anchor through your entire very abdominal, the solar plexus, the abdominal cavity, the entire core of your strength. When your body lastly exhales all the way through, inhale, opening, and let your left arm come slowly down towards the ground, exhaling. So what does it feel like to now turn the hand under the body? So the left hand crosses under your chest and their fingernails slowly move towards the right side of your body. Are you pushing the weight all the way towards your right wrist, towards the right elbow, towards the right shoulder? Can I allow my left fingernails to slowly come across as far to the left as I possibly can? Adjust my knees so I find balance, especially through that left knee, and my right leg lifts, and I feel my body twisting, and I feel my body balancing. So left hand crosses over, my right leg slowly extends back, and I feel my body inhale. Exhale, find your balance. So what are the muscles that hold you into this balance? Breathe in, exhale all the way through. Are my fingernails touching the ground? Can I feel that left arm giving my support so your right hip and right leg comes a little bit taller? Let your last full breath in. Exhale all the way through your abdomen, through your torso, through your spine. Inhale deeply, and then slowly undo. Bring your right knee, your left arm to the ground. Exhale through the opposite side. One more time, breath in. Find balance. Inhale, and let your left hand settle to the ground. I open my knees a little bit wider so I can feel stability, and my right hand comes wide and tall towards the sky, and I adjust. Do I need to move? Do I need to rotate? Do I need to open any part of my body deeper? Can I find my tummy? Is my head best looking towards the ground, towards the chest in that neutral position, or towards my right thumb towards the sky? And I can feel my chest, not the back of my shoulder. I tend to sometimes use the back of my shoulder, the scapular area, rather than open it through your ribs, through the chest area, and the jaw draws in. One more time, looking towards the sky, squeezing your oblique muscles. Feel that your abdomen really is not only rotating, but lifting the entire torso, separating your hips behind. Create that pull and push between the wrists, between the waist and the rib cage. One last time, take a deep, deep breath into this position. When your body exhales, squeeze the tummy, inhaling deeply and letting the right hand slowly come gently across and under the chest to inhale and reach out towards the left side of my body. Maybe the fingernails float or the fingernails touch the ground and my body settles. Maybe my left leg now stays floating behind, and I can find my body rotating. I can feel my left elbow never locked, my jaw drawn in, and the left leg and hips really tall. And I feel the balance by pressing my right hand to the floor, my fingernails to the floor, and squeezing my left leg and opening the left hip. Can I find my tummy? Breathing in and breathing out. No drinking before class. Inhale slowly. Allow your body to exhale. Feel your tummy. Is your tummy giving you enough core strength? And so, what does it feel to discover that, right? Nobody's just born with it. Can you find yourself without rushing, without forcing, to slowly discover what it means to be strong into this position when your body exhales? Deep breath. And undo. Allow your left knee to bend, right hand comes under the right shoulder. Exhale, allowing the body to slowly soften. Feel that your hands walk in towards your knees and your back rounds and opens slowly, one vertebra at a time, up towards the sky. Find that your belly strengthens and your hands slowly come gently forward. Maybe your fingers slowly cross above the head if your arms extend that far, and maybe the palms of the hands slowly turn up towards the ceiling and the elbows lengthen and your underarms open, and you feel the palms of hands reaching even higher and your torso slowly leaning lightly away from the waist, maybe slightly behind the shoulders, because you're using your toenails, because you're using the top of your feet, because you're pressing your hamstrings into your legs and your glutes against your hips to open the body. And the flattening of the belly, the opening of the heart, the chin lengthens, the crown that it extends even deeper. Open the abdominal cavity. One more time. Breathe through the space into that gut area that your chest moves. In your last long inhalation, open the entire body, and then exhale slowly forward. Feel your body comes very gently towards the ground, fingers into the floor, maybe towards the top of your yoga mat, and let your body walk your fingers maybe towards the top of your yoga mat. As I said, with your middle finger parallel towards each other. If you look at your middle fingers, they should be maybe in the same direction forward. Your index and thumb flex a little bit, and your pinky squeezes a little bit towards the yoga mat, so you can feel that your heel or the rest of your wrist is not pushing into the ground. You're not pushing through that part of your body. You're pushing through the root of your fingers. And your toes slowly flex a little bit, and your knees come slowly off the ground, and you find yourself into, again, Chaturanga Dandasana position, right? That really, really long, perfect, strong position for your arms, for your shoulders, for your chest. Breath in, where your body is exhaling. Your jaw draws in. It's not your head. You're not looking up. Your body's strong to your arms. Inhale kindly. When your body is ready, exhale all the way through. Last long, deep breath in. And then bend your knees. Allow your body to move your hips all the way towards your heels, and your knees are folding and your spine lengthens and your hands slowly stretch and your forehead comes closest to the yoga mat and your underarms open, and feel your body breathing. Exhale one more time. Can you find your body breathing through your nose? Not labored breath. What is your intensity? Can you find your last long deep breath in? When your body exhales, come slowly forward. Allow your body one more time to gently bring your body in hands and knees. Stay in neutral position. Allow your body to square your toenails into the floor. Your hands walk towards your knees and thighs, and you're going to round your vertebrae column up, stacking one vertebra at a time, one on top of each other. Can you really visualize that, or are you just moving? And let your body exhale. Is it just the movement of the arms that captures the attention of your shoulders, of your chest, of your back, that you lengthen up, that your fingers one more time cross above the head and the palms of the hands turn up towards the sky, and you reach slowly through the heels of the hands, through the palms, through the root of the fingers into the palms of the hands, and your head may look up and your glute muscles activate and your thighs activate, and you slowly stretch rather than arch the spine. It's not about arching the back. It's not about compressing. It's about lengthening. Can you find your underarms? Again,
change posture. So what does it mean to change position in your body? If we're looking forward or down all day, working in front of a computer, sitting on a desk, let your last long deep breath. Can you reach through the chin, the crown of the head to really activate the spine and let your body exhale forward? Allow your body to extend it balasana position. So find that your hands move towards the ground, that your body falls to your knees, that your hips come towards your heels, that your hands and arms extend forward, and your jaw draws in, and you can feel your body slowly letting your forehead come towards the ground. Breathing in and breathing out. Can you find your fingers slowly stretching? So they are really expanding the underarms. They're really contracting the top muscles of the shoulders, and you feel your underarms, the entire lymphatic system that drains your head, your sinuses, all the entire chest area and throat area through these very ducts that allow, again, that filtration, that cleansing of the body. When your last exhalation, can you feel your glutes? Can you feel your body pressing, your hips pressing against the seat of your pants? That means you're really activating even that very bottom side of your torso. Let your body come forward and let your weight shift into your fingers. As you know, middle finger parallel towards each other, your index and thumb connected, your pinky connected, the wrist of your hand is not pushed. Maybe this is as far as you're going to go this time. It's perfectly okay. For some of us, the toes flex and the legs come closer and the knees lift off the ground and you come into plank position. The crease of the elbows, where the elbows bend, should be looking towards each other. So I adjust, and I know I tend to push my shoulders down and almost create a hunch back. So I want to open my shoulders wide so I create extension and openness through my chest. So then I can create my abdomen. Then I can engage my heels. Then I can engage my calves. Then I can engage my thighs and my glutes. And I hold my body so my crown of head extends farther away when my last long inhalation happens. I can feel my body breathing into this position, and I then bend as I exhale my knees to the ground, moving my hips all the way back towards my heels. It doesn't matter if they touch or not, as we already know. Allow your toenails to slowly touch the ground. It doesn't matter how far. For some of us, this is as far as we're going to go. For very few of us, maybe there's the possibility of allowing the arms to open just outside the left and right side of your shoulder off the ground. So the arm looks to the right, the left arm looks towards the left, and I place the palms and hands facing up, facing towards the ground, I should say. The palms and hands facing towards the floor while my head is on the ground or floating gently off the floor. And so what does that feel to hold the chest widened, my shoulders separating from the center of your chest while the shoulder blades move towards each other? Breathe in. When the body exhales, find your thumbs inhaling, and your thumbs are going to rotate directly forward and down towards the ground. And then the palms of the hands is going to look up towards the sky. So you're now rotating the shoulders and changing the positions only of the hands so they face up, and the back of the body is now activated. Can you connect to your triceps? Jaw, forehead, soft, and feel like your body extends. Maybe you want to add intensity and your head comes a little bit higher off the ground, forward, away from the glutes and tailbone. One more time, breathing in. Can you find your muscles? Let your last long, not let your arms drop. Find your body to be strong and connected. And then exhale, the palms of the hands rotate towards the ground. Breathe out, come slowly. One more time. Slowly, arms forward. Feel your hands coming towards the top of your mat. Allow your knees this time to stay on the ground, and let your knees maybe walk a little bit farther back while your hands and index and thumb stay connected. Your glutes immediately activate, and you release your thighs and hips slowly forward, as if your belly and pubic bone come towards the ground, and your abdomen and chest comes to the floor, and your chin slowly comes out in front of your body, and your toenails come to the floor, and the elbows are slowly rolling towards the sides of your ribs. So you're not pushing on the hands. Your hands are just barely touching the floor. Your middle finger always parallel. Your jaw draws in. Can you think of all these parts of your body? Take a mental inventory. Where are your heels? Are you connecting to your toes? Do you have time to think about anything else?
Can you stay present with your physical body? Can I allow my glutes to connect to my hips so my pubic bone comes deeper towards the yoga mat without forcing anything else, without lifting my legs or toes off the floor? Can I exhale through my nose and then raise my chin, raise my chest, raise my hands about 1 inch off the ground while the elbows dig into my rib cage? And I feel my body exhaling. Now, can I feel as if my belly button area is trying to come off the yoga mat? And then if you can lift it, more power to you. I can't. So find yourself connected as if your belly button area is slowly retracting deeper towards your lower back, and your toenails, especially your pinky toenail, moves wide and away from your body. So you activate your glutes. One more time. Jaw is not looking up. You're not looking away from your body. You're drawing your chin in so you can really extend the vertebrae column through the crown. Last long inhalation. Deep breath. When your body's ready, exhale and soften down. Find your chest and chin coming towards the ground, your forehead or nose or chin to the floor. Deep breath, palms, hands slowly settle. One more time, breath in. When and if your body's ready, exhale into this position, and you're going to allow this time for your toenails to be grounded and your hands to slowly lengthen forward in front of your body, stretching out outside in front of your yoga mat, and your body is exhaling through your chin, through your forehead in an easy position, so your neck is not ever tense or contracted. Let the arms open 45 degrees to the right and left. And when your body is ready, squeeze your glutes, tighten your hip bones towards the floor, and then raise your arms slowly off the ground. And you find your arms widen as if you're just flying, and your jaw draws in, and maybe your toes and your shins and your knees and your thighs come off the ground, and you feel your body raising your legs and raising your chest, not because you're looking up through your chin. We tend to control everything with the chin and neck. Can you tuck your chin in and extend your body? 2 more times. Breath in. And what are the muscles? What are you really thinking about? One time, inhale. And as you exhale, release slowly. Legs and arms and shoulders. Bring your elbows in. Palms of hands slowly right under your chest. Toes are going to flex. Let your body exhale. Find your hands pressing into the yoga mat and raise your chest, raise your abdomen, raise your hips, move your hips back as if you're just stretching away from the hands or from your wrists or from your elbows and from your shoulders, and your toes are tucked. That means your toes are bent under your feet. So you're really feeling the fascia, the very connective tissue in the soles of your feet stretching. And you can find your glutes pressing back through the seat of your pants. And your forehead comes closest to the ground. Can you find your body reaching through your fingers a little bit farther forward, right? All those muscles that we contracted before, now we're allowing them to stretch into the seat of your pants. Press back. Open those glutes, activate them, squeeze them, make them active. Find that your hips are flexing. Find your belly is active into your lower back area, into your diaphragm, compressing your lungs when you breathe out, that your shoulders and fingers are wide and broad. Open the back muscles one last time. Exhale all the way through. And when your body's ready, slowly come onto hands and knees. Breath in. Walk your fingers towards the top of your mat softly and let your thighs and hips settle to the ground while the elbows become tighter towards the sides of your ribs and the palms of the hands almost under your elbows next to your pectoral muscles, and your jaw, chin, forehead into the ground. And we can feel the body settling. One more time. Breathe into this pose. When and if your body's ready. One more time to that baby cobra pose, allowing your glutes to hold your hips to the ground. So find how that supports your back. And then strengthen your back muscles by allowing your chest and your hands and your forehead and your chin to come off the ground. And you look towards the floor and you raise only your hands, only the upper body for now. Breath in, squeeze the glutes. Jaw draws in, crown of head extends even farther. Imagine when I pulled you softly from the tip of your ears forward so you can feel that your head shifting in front of your body. Allow your elbows, not because you're getting into trouble, but that's just simply an extension of your vertebrae column. When your body's ready, maybe your toes come off the ground, maybe your knees come off the floor, maybe your thighs come off the ground, and you find your glutes and you lengthen your torso and you breathe in. The closer the legs, the more intense. Point your toes if you need to point your toes, flex your toes if you need to flex your toes. Let your last lunge, can you feel those muscles? Elbows tuck into your rib cage so you can feel your back hugging. And then exhale, beautiful, soften towards the ground, legs, chest, hands, and forehead. Are you breathing? Are you reminding yourself to completely breathe into space? When your body's ready, allow the exhalation to empty all the way through and then flex your toes forward, or actually forearms touch towards the ground. So let your hands move slightly forward so the forearms are really touching the floor, and let your body exhale through your chin, through your forehead, through your chest to the ground, and then walk your toes a little bit deeper. Your elbows remain flat through your forearms into the ground. You're not squeezing, you're not paining, you're not creating any acute tension anywhere. You're simply moving your toes, and then your knees move a little bit, and maybe your hips come a little bit higher. And you keep moving until your knees and hips come a little bit taller, and you're now further on your chest, further on your chin, and you exhale, and you can find your toes, and you can feel the elbows dropping down, your forearms into the ground, and your tummy tugging in, and you slowly tilt your hips towards the sky, and you intentionally raise your glutes, and your tummy tugs in, and you're not pushing pressure, you're simply adding flexibility. Let the spine breathe and move your glutes as if your glutes come taller with your forearms deeper into the ground. One more time, breathe. Do not turn your head, do not force. Pain is not a good sign. It's a way for your body to talk to you in your last long, deep breath. Observe and be respectful of your own boundaries, and then exhale and release. Flatten, slide your legs back, soften the elbows, soften the arms, move your hands wide forward in front of your body. Let your hands stretch in front, chin, forehead, nose towards the yoga mat. Flatten your back. Are you breathing? So, what does it feel to open the joints that you were compressing, including your vertebrae column? Right? You were moving and shifting and realigning and giving an opportunity for your neck all the way through your tailbone area to realign, to feel what it feels to move. Not because we're drastically pushing it, it's because we're inviting the body to its own movement, to find health, to find a balance on how that is actually connected, how one part connects to the other when your body is ready. Let your thumbs look up towards the sky, the pinkies to look towards the ground, your feet to be as close as they need to be towards each other. And maybe your right foot comes over or on top of your left heel or ankle, as if you're just crossing your legs over that left leg. If that's possible, is that approachable for your body? Is this a good thing for your body to do? When your body is ready, let your jaw, not your neck, slowly guide the movement. That means your jaw draws into your throat, extend your vertebrae column when your body's ready. Allow your legs to squeeze against each other, to raise off the ground, and your arms to slowly extend in front of your body. Arms, chest, squeezing the glutes. Breathe in, squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, and raise. Raise your chest, not your head, the chest area. Beautiful. Underarms, extend your torso. Breathe in. Are you breathing out through your tummy? Less is more. If you have stopped breathing, that means you've gone too far. Let your body, one more time, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, exhale. Last long inhalation. Can you feel the midsection of your body strengthening? And then exhale, release hands and shoulders and elbows and arms, and cross your legs. Very nice. Let the elbows and arms relax. Bend the arms so the forehead comes on top of the hands and the hands slide under the forehead area in crocodile pose. And relax your heels, relax your hips, relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Take inventory of what happened to your body. What are the feelings at this moment? What are the sensations, right? Things that we cannot name. And is it worth re-engaging that sensation, and can we just let it pass? Can we focus our attention? These are things that are going to come out, right? Like bubbles. They say many times that the human body is like a sponge. We soak everything in, we suck everybody's energy in, all the environmental things, consciously or unconsciously. And so when it starts coming up, when we squeeze it, things start to come out. And can we find again that moment of grace, not reaction, but full action, intentionally exhaling and letting go. Can you let your last full breath out? You cleanse that layer of your body. And then slowly and gently reactivate your legs, your toes, stretching them. The closer the legs, the more intense, farther extension of the arms in front of your body with your thumbs up and the pinkies towards the ground, the forehead on towards the floor. Let your jaw drawn in, open your back muscles, let the exhalation empty. If this is far enough, stay right here. If you're willing and you want to attempt something different, let your left leg come on top of your right ankle and calf or foot, and let your body exhale, squeezing your tummy, that midsection. When your arms are not too tight, but just wide enough that you can feel and you can collect all the muscles of your back, squeeze your glutes, and then start raising your legs, raising your torso, and you breathe in. And not your head, not your chin. We tend to look forward. Allow your body to connect, breath in. And so, what does it feel to hug this side? And how is it different this side from the opposite side? Beautiful. Are you sustaining the position? So, what does it feel to sustain the pose? And what are the muscles that are engaged here? Where's your abdomen? Can you monitor? Can you really take an inventory of what are the muscles that are being engaged at this moment? Let your last full breath feel your body strong, and then exhale, and then release slowly. Hands and elbows, torso, hips, legs, and thighs, and then crossing feet. If they were crossed, hands into crocodile pose. Soften your body. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale all the way through your abdomen, diaphragm, from the root of your lungs. One more time. Bring air as deeply into your body. That means into the base of your lungs as you inhale. And then let that exhale deeply all the way out. And when your body's ready, inhale slowly. Let your hands come one more time right next to your chest. Exhale, fingers slowly connect, as you already know, to engage the fingers and the root of the fingers rather than the heel of the hands. The elbows are not wide, the elbows are drawn into the body and back, so you can really activate your chest and shoulder muscles, flexing your toes, and then slowly start raising your chin, abdomen, hips, thigh, knees, and then slowly walk your feet slightly forward until your body is able to place your feet about hip distance, and your heels may slowly be raised off the ground, or you can slowly flex one knee, placing one foot closer to the ground, and then inhale, raising that heel, and then switching towards the opposite leg to exhale and open the muscles of the opposite leg. And so allowing, again, to interchange the exhalation by pressing one heel to the ground, raising it up, exhaling the opposite heel to the floor, and see how much those muscles extend. And you can feel your index and thumb connected, not on the wrists, not on the elbows, not on the shoulders. Raising the heel and placing the opposite heel to the floor. Move all the way from the hips. So feel that your lower back is moving as well as your body rotates and presses to the ground. One more time. Inhale, and exhale to your tummy. Find your last 2 breaths. one leg at a time, paying full attention when you breathe out and stretch the heel. Inhale, raise it, and then the opposite and final movement of the opposite heel to the floor, and then raise both heels. Press evenly now that your legs and calves are being stretched gently. Press both heels as close to the floor as you need to, and soften your toes as if your toes were lifting off the ground. And your knees do not need to be locked. One more time, your head drops in between your shoulders as if you're just looking with curiosity towards your chest, towards your belly, towards your thighs, towards your knees, towards the ankles. When your body's ready, weight away from the hands and wrists and elbows and shoulders. Last long exhalation, empty. Raise your tailbone area as if your ribs coming closer to the ground. Raise your heels and bend your knees. Exhale, exhale. Beautiful. Deep breath. Allow your body to slowly shift back as if your hips are gently coming towards your heels. One more time. The elbows this time slowly soften. The forearms come towards the ground. The head comes closer towards the floor, and bring your arms around as if we're just resting right next to your knees or calves or ankles or feet with the palms of the hands facing up. Excuse me. And their jaw is drawn in, and you feel your shoulder blades separating. Can you check with your hands, with your arms, with your muscles of the entire upper body, and your spine relaxes over your thighs as close as it can get. And you let go for a few seconds into this position. One more time, observing your physical body, breathing in and breathing all the way out. Last, long, deep breath as if your vertebrate column moves farther. Again, the tailbone from the neck area. And deflate. Deflate your body in such a way that you can feel the effect of your breath in your spine and back in your last long inhalation. Feel that your lungs are filling, that you're massaging your body from inside out when your body inflates your lungs. And as you exhale, you will let go of all pressure and any pressure and let your body move your hands slowly towards the sides of your torso. Breathe in. We're going to move the hands slowly forward in front of your body, and you're going to allow kindly to come on hands and knees, very, very gently. Allow your body to stay into that neutral position, and we're going to inhale the right knee in your next breath in towards your right thumb, and we're going to flex that right knee as if your right hip or glute touches the right heel, and the body stays steady. Or maybe the elbows soften towards the ground so you can place your forms, and you can now add again flexibility to the knee. And sometimes that knee does not go or want to go any farther, is not forcing it. Can you let the forms and the head slowly settle, and you feel your palms, the hands or fingers interlace in front of your body to give you balance, while the elbows are about shoulder distance? And what does it feel like to just stay in this position for a few seconds? And so what happens to your ankle, to your knee, to your hip joint, to the muscles that connects them? What happens to the right side of your ribs? Can you let the left leg activate a little bit? Maybe the left leg flexes and the left knee comes off the ground, and I can feel my left heel pressing back away from your body as if I'm just stretching the back of that left leg and contracting my thigh, my hip flexor, my shin on that left leg, while my jaw is drawn in, and can feel that if I were to pull you from your heel of the left foot, can you feel that left leg really extended? And my glute on that left side activates and contracts, and I can feel how that glute counteracts the hip flexor on the left hip. So the hip flexor, the muscle that contracts when we sit down, when we drive, when we are just in that position, lets that open and lets that muscle release while the glute is active. When your body exhales, one more time, breathing in, the crown of the head extends away from the left heel. You can add and you can subtract intensity to that position. One last long inhalation, breathing deeply into this position, and let your body exhale all the way through. Soften the knee. Bring the left foot back. Bringing your hands right where your elbows were, and let your body slowly carry it gently back into hands and knees. Exhale, exhale. Deep breath. Index and thumb, pinky wide, middle finger forward, jaw drawn in, looking towards your knees, towards your thighs, towards your belly, towards your chest, raising your knees and moving your heels into down dog, right? That swanasana position. Let your body slowly exhale as if your heels are coming closer to the ground. Your knees can bend as much as you need to. You can soften your thighs into your belly, or you can activate, you can press the body farther away from the arms, as if you're just moving your hips farther behind from the shoulders, farther behind than the wrists, farther away from the fingers and hands, while the heels of your feet come deeper and your knees come longer. And one more time, breathe into this pose and exhale all the way through your tummy. Last 2 times, breath in, exhale all the way through. When your last long breath in comes in, exhale all the way through and raise the heels and bend the knees and then settle the body towards the hands and knees. Breathe and see what happened to the back side of your body. And maybe your hands come towards the top of your yoga mat and your left knee slides towards your left thumb and your right leg slowly reaches back. Stretching the toes, stretching the top of your foot, and your elbows and forearms come slowly towards the ground, and your head softens, and your jaw draws in, and your knee flexes as much as it's allowed today. And again, are we reacting? Are we reacting externally, or can we remain in your own rhythm? What does it feel like for you to be in this position? What does it feel like for you to be present with your physical body? Can you find your bite, your forehead, your eyes? Can you observe your breathing and heart rate? Can you let your belly exhale from the diaphragm? One more time. Can you observe again, giving yourself complete gracefulness into this position, right? Not judgment, no, again, preconceptions, but allowing your physical body to breathe and stay in the moment. When your body is ready to exhale, flex maybe your right foot if you want to add intensity, and your right knee comes off the ground and your right heel presses back, and you slowly open the back side of your right leg. Calf stretches, your thighs, your shin contract, your right glutes contract, and you feel your abdomen flatten as your chest shifts forward, and you feel the crown of it away from that heel. And your body exhales, and you can feel again opening of the front of your body. Take a deep breath in, and take a deep breath out of this position, observing the belly. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale all the way through. Last 2 inhalations, observing the body. Really find the core muscles, the abdomen. Where is the abdomen? Can you activate it in your last long inhalation? The glute muscle is actually extended or contracted, and let your body exhale and release that knee, the thigh, the toes, and gently bring your body to come one more time. Elbows, raises, hands right under the elbows. The left knee shifts back. This time we're going to walk the knees slowly forward. We're going to cross the feet over your ankles and see if you can roll over your feet, and let your body exhale, roll over your hips until your body settles on your back. So we're going to allow the hands to walk on your knees, to walk on your hamstrings, to walk on your thighs, to walk on your glutes, or maybe float as your back slowly is rested onto the floor and your feet are perfectly placed right under your knees, about hip distance. Abdomen flattens into the ground through the lower back. The chest sinks. The spine rests very gently, allowing the feet to slowly settle in a way that is comfortable for the entire joints of your body, and the shoulders are relaxed. We tend to raise the shoulders and hold on the tension through your hands and wrists. Can you let your body
rest the back of the shoulders. And your knees and legs are gently contracting, maybe raising the feet off the ground, and you let your body slowly stretch your legs towards the sky. And so, what happens when your legs reach up towards the ceiling? And you breathe kindly into this position. So the toes are either pointed towards the sky, the toes are flexed, the entire foot is flexed, and your jaw draws in, and your arms are steady on the ground, holding position. For some of us, this is too much, and the knees need to bend, the feet need to come towards the ground. Your body is able to release any pressure by softening the contraction or the extension of the knee joints. Or we can transfer the entire weight into the base of the back, into the hips, the shoulder blades, into the expansion of the back into the floor. For a few of us, the hands are able to slowly raise towards the sky without raising the shoulder blades. So the back of the shoulder blades are onto the floor, and we stay with their arms parallel towards your legs. And your jaw draws in, and you feel your body inhaling. And maybe for some of us, that's perfect. For a few of us, the legs move towards the left side of the body, just together, a little bit, a few degrees, 20, 30 degrees to the left, while your hands, as if you're holding a block between the palms, look out towards the opposite direction, and they move gently looking towards the right side, and maybe 45 degrees at most. And you feel your body holding, not legs falling, but the legs staying as perpendicular as they can reach. And your head looks directly towards the right. Hand and left hands. And you breathe in. So what does it feel like to sustain and support your legs in position? Last 2 times. Are your knees bending? Are you forcing? Are you pointing the toes? Are you activating the leg muscles? Can you find your body holding through your core, through your abdominal cavity when your last long inhalation happens? Exhale and breathe deeply from your gut. And then come back. Slow motion. Are you paying attention? Are you listening to your body as your body returns? Inhale and bend elbows, bend knees, place feet into the ground if they are not already there. Hold on to the edges of your yoga mat. While you hold on to the edges of your yoga mat, the elbows almost dig into the sides of your ribs. They move closer towards your ribs. That causes the shoulder blades to contract under your chest, and your chest almost comes off the ground, arching the upper back off the floor, and your triceps and elbows remain flat into the floor, and your abdomen tucks and the heels of your feet steady, and your body raises the hips. And maybe the elbows come closer towards each other, not because you're pushing the neck or the head is not pushed to the ground. You're simply raising the hips, and your tummy flattens, and your knees are not forced in position. They're pointing into the direction of your toes, and you contract your glutes. And again, you find that midsection. Again, we're really working with that length of spine, the contraction and core muscles. Find your chest. What are you really thinking about right now? Let your last 2 breaths. Can you really hold as if your triceps and the elbows and the back of the shoulders press to the ground, and lighten up the pressure on the head and neck? And when your body's ready, undo the shoulder blades and the back of the arms and slide from the top of your neck slowly down through your hips into the floor to stretch your back. Breathe in and let go for a second. Hands and fingers and shoulders. Anything that you were contracting, can you let that dissipate? Last 2 breaths. And observe your body one last time as your abdomen contracts at your own pacing, of course. Then maybe your heels walking closer towards your glutes, and this is as far as you're going to go. Maybe for some of us, the legs come towards each other and then raise the feet off the ground, and this is as far as you're going to go. Maybe the legs extend towards the sky. You can point the toes, flex the toes, push the heels. If this is too much for my body, then I can always know that I can return back to the ground. So find your way at your pacing, nobody else's. And the rest of it are just options. Observe your body. Are you activating through your toes? Are you not pushing through the arms, but letting just the midsection of your body, your core to support the legs up? Maybe your body is ready and you can feel the back of your neck not raising off the floor, right? We tend to raise the chin and tense the neck. Can you flatten the spine? Can you let your hands, maybe without separating the shoulder blades, raise the arms off the ground towards the sky until the palms of the hands are parallel towards each other, and you can press the back of the shoulder blades into the floor, and you can tuck in the chin and see what happens to your neck and entire spine. Maybe your feet are able to move a few degrees to the right side of your body. And so what does it feel like to move the feet towards the right side without dropping them forward? Allow your arms to maybe move gently towards the left, and maybe your head looks out towards the left side of your body. And so what does it feel like to have that twist, to hold that your legs are not falling forward, but are maintained and pointed or active through the heels towards the right side and towards the head area? And your shoulder blades are flat, your jaw draws in, the neck is long, and the body breathes. And I exhale, and I feel my body breathing softly out. And I hold my strength. And what does it feel like to find strength into this pose? Let your last 3 breaths, can you feel your abdomen? Invest into squeezing that, again, abdominal girdle, right? Those muscles that wrap around your waist. Let your last long exhalation to really activate, and then slowly, with intention, carry. Resist if you need to add intensity, your legs and arms to come back into the center, and let your body exhale and bend your knees. Let your feet and toes touch the floor, your hands to come towards the edges of your yoga mat, to hold on to the edges of your yoga mat, if that's even possible, to press the heels of your feet, not the tip of the toes. We tend to lift the heels, let your feet steady through your heels. Your feet should be at least hip distance from each other, and let the elbows tuck under as if you're just rolling your shoulder blades under your chest, and your chest raises a little bit, arching your back off slightly off the floor. Make sure that you're not pushing through your neck or the back of the head into the ground, that your shoulder blades and triceps are the ones doing the work, and your heels press and your glute muscles race, and you adjust and you modify and you find a micro adjust until you find that your belly and your hips are really flattening, and you stretching your rib cage highest off the ground, and your chin is almost touching your breastbone area, because your breastbone is so tall off the ground, and you find that your knees are directed towards the direction of your toes, not wider, not closer. And then we can find your thighs. Then we can find your glutes. Then you can feel that your body presses into your triceps, into the back of the arms, and opens your chest, and you are changing the posture of your body. And we adjust and readjust and micro adjust to those positions until your body feels that it's exactly the right place in your last 2 breaths. Flatten your belly. Engage those glute muscles and thighs. In the exhalation, breathe out through your tummy. Inhale into your heart center. When you're breathing in, let go slowly. Shoulder blades, arms, center of your back, tailbone area softens, beautiful. Bring this time your knees into your body. So if you're contracting your knees in, and hold them individually. That means your hands are on top or under between your calves and hamstrings, whichever is most comfortable. And your knees come towards the shoulders rather than towards the center of your chest. So you want to separate your legs, and your hands are on the legs, on the shins, or maybe your arms can wrap through the crease of the elbows. So the form is completely in between calf and hamstring, or on top of your shins, hugging through the crease of the arms into your legs and knees, and your head relaxes, and you feel your body just steady. Breathe in. When the body is ready to exhale, you can feel how your tummy is flattening. That your last expansion, that you're feeling that your breath travels from the base of the spine all the way through your shoulders and neck. And exhale, flatten belly, chest area, throat, long neck, breath in. And then move your knees a little bit towards your left, just a tiny bit. We tend to go too far and then it's difficult to return. So bring your knees as if you're just rolling over the edge of your ribs on one side. It doesn't matter which side. And hold it. Feel that you're massaging that side of your body. As your body exhales, empty the belly, soften the chest. One more time, your chin, your neck. Do not rush. Feel your body fully engage and then return back to the center. Feel that your body rolls through those ribs. Can you pay attention to the barrel of your torso as you come back? Muscles, nerve cords, all the spaces. Exhale to the center. Breathe in one more time. And then deflate your opposite lung and move into the opposite side, rolling your knees a little bit towards the opposite side, not too much, not too far. Your chin stays drowned into your throat or drawn into the throat area, while the neck and spine lengthens. And you can feel your knees coming closer towards your chest and the weight being transferred into the rib cage. So what does it feel like to exhale into this side of your body? One more time. Take a breath that expands and opens. And then exhale. One last exhalation. And then kindly, without any rush, roll back and see what happens when you inhale and massage your body back to center. This time, when you reach the center, continue moving towards your left and let your body exhale all the way towards your left and feel the continuation of that rolling over your back, of your ribs, over the corners. You are free to move your knees as far as you need to move them, maybe towards the side of the body completely, and then return as you inhale back to center, always coordinated with your breath in and out as you exhale towards the opposite direction. Feel that your body moves and rolls over that side and your head rolls. It doesn't matter which direction. And then take your breath in and let that breath guide you at your own pacing, at your own rhythm of breath to roll over your spine to the center. Exhale towards the opposite side. One more time, rolling through and feeling every corner. What are we massaging here? One more time, inhale and return. And let your body at your own pace exhale all the way finally towards the side to massage, to feel your head rolling, and then come back very gently towards the center, not to push. Very nice. And then exhale your feet, your hands, your legs, your arms, so your toes touch the ground. Your body exhales into this position. And observe your legs extending forward on the top of your yoga mat while your hands come towards the sides of your body, if that's most comfortable. So the palms of hands face up. Or maybe your hands face towards the ground, or maybe your fingers gently come and reach for your hips, for your belly, for your chest by bending the elbows. Maybe your arms open wider outside the shoulders, and that's okay. Maybe the arms are willing to stretch above the shoulders towards the head or towards the wall above you, completely up to you. Find your intention and find your own comfort as your body lengthens. And then breathe. And let your body find its own natural pace of breath. So as you breathe, again, monitor. Do not let your mind fly on its own. Softly bring it to attention. Attention to your body, to let it connect to your toes and your feet, to take inventory. If there's any part of your body that you're holding, or you able to adjust, to move, to Let it all relax, meaning rest without having to hold that muscle in position. And that the fingers and the hands and the arms and the shoulders and the chest also let go. And my abdomen and my ribs release. I'm not holding air, and I'm going to softly let the breath enter through my nose, not forcefully, and let it exhale through gently in between my lips as if I'm just exhaling softly through my mouth, not forcefully. Let it all blow softly out. And then when I'm ready, I inhale through my nose. And when my lungs are full and I'm ready to exhale, I know now my pace. I can exhale through my mouth one more time. Last time, practicing to breathe in through my nose. When I'm ready to exhale, then softly through my lips, from the back of my throat, and breathe naturally. Let your breath become nasal through your nose in and out. Imagine that your body sinks in a little bit deeper towards the ground. Although your physical body becomes deeper into the mat, your energy, your subtle body becomes lighter. Your abdomen and chest become much lighter. Eyes gently closed. My lips soften. Without forcing, choose with an exhalation to let go of all pressure, to start moving into your body, your breath, moving into your arms, into your legs, into your fingers, into your toes and feet, to let your body slowly activate. And maybe you want to stretch as if you're just waking up fine and your body just activates slowly as if you're just stretching from a long nap. And one last time, give yourself an opportunity to maybe push the heels
away from your body as if you're flexing your toes. Stretch the back of your body and feel that your body stretches deepest in. Let's go. Very, very gently flexing the knees, rolling on one side of your body. Very, very softly rest your head onto that arm that you're closest to the ground. Curl your knees and back into fetal position one more time, feeling that your body is slowly resting the curvature of your spine and all the muscles that we used. Maybe the top leg moves away towards the top of your mat and the top arm presses or helps press the torso. And we come back very gradually. Pause 1-2 times as you go up and catch your breath, observe your breathing through your heart rate, through the movement of your head, and you sit towards the top of your mat as we began the yoga practice today, and your legs stay extended, your legs stay crossed, Sukhasana position, half Padmasana, full Padmasana pose, completely relevant as we always remind ourselves, right? It's not the external expression of the body, is the internal process. And maybe we have this muscle memory recorded and how we can feel, right? This is not foreign. This is exactly who we are. This is our true essence of how we are. And any moments of tension or difficulty or challenge today, this is the state that we want to come back to. Can we just create this muscle memory of that is available with just our breath? And maybe the arms are able to slowly open. And it's not just opening the arms, but it's about opening the heart and bringing the entire body to just extend towards the sky. And the palms of hands touch. And the elbows bend as if your thumbs come towards your heart center. And prayer pose. What is my prayer today? Maybe my prayer is of gratefulness. And I can find gratefulness for the sense of harmony, of peacefulness, a sense of truth. But most importantly, I can continue to travel in the path of discovery, the essence of my relationship to selfless, divine love. So much.